Hey everybody, I just want to take a minute to give a shout out to Justin and crew over at Proper Patriot. I'm in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Proper Patriot, but Justin's a great guy. He produces a lot of t-shirts. Sorry, I'm sweating all over this one, at least starting to. But if you're into supporting veteran small businesses, look them up online at Proper Patriot. I'll try to drop a link down in the comments so you all can go there, and he has some great t-shirts and some other business things that he's got going on. So give him a look, help him out, and support a veteran small business. Holidays are coming up. Great gifts. Hey everybody, it's John. Welcome back to the farm. We're happy to have you. So it's been a good week here on the farm. I got to spend a lot of time with Clara this week, just out hanging with the pigs. And thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We can't thank everybody enough for those of you who are watching our videos and those who have liked our channel. So it's a new channel. We appreciate everybody watching. We're trying to make good videos. Things are going to slow down here. It's just the nature of the beast when it gets winter time. So there's always stuff to do, and the pigs, they have their antics, and they continue to keep us entertained. So hopefully they can keep y'all entertained as well. But anyway, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Once again, you got any questions for us, drop them in the comments. Shoot us an email. We're more than happy to respond. Anyway, let's get this one rolling. Clara loves sitting with the pigs. I'm gonna get the water cut on and we'll go down and watch her. And that is Sweet Caroline in front of you. And that was Ann Shirley, the darker red. Sailor Girl, Maisie, Fig, Clara.
I have a bug in my eye.
Hair's getting long, girl.
I know. It used to be this short. I did not like it that short.
So we're going to move these girls up into the big pasture.
Oh.
And we're going to bring the boars down and let them into where the sows are now and let them get at those Osage fruits if there's still any down there. It looks like the sows have been working them over. No, I still see some off in the trees there.
Ladies, you're missing some food.
You can see the green dots down there. Those are all Osage fruits. That whole lower pasture was dotted with them. Anyway, it's Monday evening. What's it, the 24th?
Yeah, 24th.
No way you're getting barefoot in there.
They hurt my feet when I'm doing
it. So Clara, what's your favorite thing about Kunekunes?
They're sweet.
You don't even have to put seasoning on them and they're sweet, right? Clara, how was school today?
Fine. I only had to do a tiny bit.
Was your teacher nice to you?
Yes.
Who's your teacher?
My mother.
Are you liking homeschool?
Yes. Big, I don't think there's really much over here. Unless you want some leaves. You got plenty of those, though.
Some of the leaves they'll eat, but not these dry ones.
Would you like some leaves, sweetie? No. I'm sorry. I don't have any more food.
She's getting big.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heck, she's almost bigger than Sailor Girl is right there.
I think she is.
Sweet Caroline here. She's...
Yeah, I think she is as big as Sailor.
Boy, she's really... Well, she'll get bred in December.
I thought you said that Maisie was going to get bred in December.
So we're going to have to stagger because I don't want all the sows farrowing at one time this year. So we're going to breed a couple in December, a couple in January, and a couple in February. And then maybe a couple in March, and just spread it out over the warm months. So we'll get one farrowing out of each girl next year, which I think will be fun.
So you see that big spotted one right there?
Yep.
That's little Harry Potter.
Yep, that's Harry Potter.
These are all the Harry Potter piglets. The all white ones, Draco. Little Harry Potter. I had this little apple core earlier, and I put it in there, and he was eating it out of my hand. Mm-hmm. He was so cute about it too. It was tiny little bites.
Have y'all started naming these pigs yet, other than Gilbert, the all black one?
Well, you see, the one with the half belt, yeah, that's AC/DC.
Okay, so the black and white is AC/DC.
Yeah.
And that's Gilbert.
Oh, did some of the food get over here? There you go.
And she's got some chunky babies. Chunky.
Well, I mean, before she gave birth, all it was just milk coming out. Like, she wasn't doing anything before, and then boom.
So yeah, I'm gonna separate these pens a little bit. I'm gonna push Lemon and her crew down into those first two pens that I'm gonna combine, and I'm gonna give Juliet and her babies these two pens. Oh, here's some wire popping here. This is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I'll have to sort that out. I got the tractor warm enough. I'm about to try to start moving some of this stuff around, get this pallet moved over so I can get this wire stacked on top of it. Working on getting my chipper moved. Kind of getting everything settled here. I need to figure out where I want to set this thing. I'm thinking on the other side of the mower. Well, we got half an inch of rain the other day, so shed worked perfectly. Anyway, I had to narrow the pallet forks a pretty good bit to be able to get up underneath this chipper. I got to go get a strap. So I think once I get that moved, I'll get the forks up underneath my land plane and move it over. It'd be nice to mow that little spot right there and get some of the bricks cleaned up out of it, but at least knock that back. All right, well, I don't know if y'all caught that little exchange on time lapse. This little hen running right here, I picked up my land plane and moved it. And I know there's been chickens laying everywhere, but I picked up a brick right here and I thought she was a rock and reached down to pick her up. And she's sitting on this clutch of eggs. I didn't soil my britches, but close enough. Moved right back in on them. Here she is. Anyway, we got the tractor backed in. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get my mess over here out of the way, and I'll like how the tractor fits in here. Like I said, I knew my loader was going to stick out, but that's not a big deal. That's good enough. Keeps the bowl cover out of the weather. All right, anyway, for now, everything's looking good. So I'm going to go down here and work on the pigs as soon as I clean up my mess. So you can see what I'm doing here. So 16 by 30-ish, 16 by 30-ish. I'm basically taking down the middle row over here. I don't know if I'm going to pull the post yet. I might not be able to. So I'm going to move this big shelter over to here, back this one out, back that one out. I can come grab them with my pallet forks and move them elsewhere. I think I'll leave that house potentially where it's at, or at least slide it over so I can run the 2 heat lamps. And then I'm gonna open that one up so Juliet and her babies will be in there. Lemon and her babies will come over here. And then starting in December, these guys will all be weaned by then, and the ladies back out with the rest of the sows. I can start doing breeding pairs in these 2 pens, and that should work out pretty good. Claire's excited. They got some potatoes. So Juliet's crew, or sorry, Lemon's crew has moved over, and so is Juliet's. I'm going to leave these posts for right now. I'd like to swing her house, but we'll have to look, and I think the babies are in there right now. Some of them are anyway. So I'm going to bring some more hay down. See what Claire's got.
First 2 potatoes that I found.
First 2 potatoes that you found?
Yeah.
Well, put your hands out there and let's look at them.
One looks like a human and the other just looks like it's giving birth.
Little potatoes. Let's go take a look at y'all's haul. What are you going to do with these potatoes?
I make a potato soup.
Are you a gardener?
No.
Well, right now you're a gamer.
Yeah.
Well, right now you're a gardener. I see how it is.
The mini tree.
Give the boars the broccoli, huh?
The mini tree went close.
So I had some temporary stakes in right over here, and when I was fixing that back corner where, like Jules had tried to bust out, I went ahead and tied that hot wire in right there, so it's a little more permanent.
Yes.
Crack me up, girl. So it's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of trips up and down the hill. I rolled up the extension cord for now since we're not running heat lamps, and I put some more hay in the pig houses for the babies to be able to snuggle down. She was sleeping earlier, right over here by the fence, and her tongue was hanging out, and her tongue was actually sticking through the fence. On the other side, I'm surprised one of the piglets didn't go over there and sample it.
Wow. I don't think they like this. They might.
Well, they're going to try to eat that pig feed.
There you go. My leg.
So,
oh, look at the squirrel! Oh, and the random chicken.
yeah, that chicken rooster's been out there all day. Interesting with the squirrel.
She said no.
Yeah, I think she didn't really get a hold of it. Oh, you make me a nervous wreck.
Oh, I'm fine.
Clara, how'd you lose your thumb? Well, let me tell you.
Dad, if I lost one of my fingers, I wouldn't be able to play video games. I'd be devastated.
You better think about that.
But, I don't give a crap. I'll just use my other hand.
I like my thumb. I mean, how would I hit the space bar on the keyboard? Her babies are chunky. All right, well, I guess we'll let Clara finish feeding out vegetables here. Clara, do you like to eat vegetables?
No.
Why?
They're disgusting.
Broccoli's good. Claire, if you went to Hogwarts, what house would you be in?
Slytherin.
You're such a nerd. Claire, you want to tell him how Wiz got his name?
He peed on me when I first picked him up. I was actually going off by the fact that I wanted him to be, like, it sounded like a little bit of a smarter name. But it ended up being more appropriate because he peed on me and he was the first ever piglet that we had. I know you like broccoli, but good job. My knee hurts.
Your knee hurts. You want me to step on your toe? Then you'll have a hurt toe and a hurt knee. We can call you Tony.
Oh my God, Dad. Possibly. Yes.
All right, everybody. So before we wrap up this week's video, I want to address one question that I was asked recently, and it's, do we really consider ourselves a farm, considering the size of our operation? Do I consider us a farm? Yes. Are we at the point to where we're truly farming at this point? I would say probably not. I mean, we got some growing to do. I mean, what makes us a farm is we're going to produce a product that will sell off the farm. You know, when I got started in this, when we got started in this, I considered myself a homesteader, and you'll hear me call this the homestead on occasion. But it's because everything we produce, we kept on the homestead. So as we move forward, you know, it's more of a farm mindset. But I mean, if you want to get technical, we're a farmstead, and that's where you sell a little and keep the rest for yourself. There's a technical or official term out there. Farmstead's just a mouthful, and not a lot of folks are familiar with that term. So that's really kind of what we are, though. But it's a farm. I mean, anyway, am I a farmer? Yes. Do I consider this a farm? Yes. Small farms are definitely a thing, and they're definitely making a comeback. You know, Earl Butts back in the 70s, Secretary of Ag or whatever he was, you know, his whole mantra of get big or get out was the beginning of the death of the small farm, in my opinion. You know, fence row to fence row planning, all about volume. You know, you start seeing farms tore down to make room for more crops. I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of paved the way to where agriculture is today. And that's just not the model I'm going to follow. I have absolutely no problem with production farmers, whether that be crops or livestock. No problems whatsoever. That's the way they do business. In another life, I may have done business that way. But for the property we have, the opportunity that I've been presented, this is how we're going to farm. And, you know, that's the way it's going to be. I'd like to get a little more savvy in regenerative agriculture and permaculture. I think there's some permaculture concepts that I've definitely embraced. We could talk more about that in a future video, how we're going to lay out the farm to make it more productive and easier for us to handle, especially as we're getting older. But you want to make sure that you're maximizing the use of your time and you're as efficient and effective as possible when you're out on the farm. So it's farming is definitely exercise and process improvement. You know, there's always a smarter, more cost-effective way to get things done. So anyway, once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, for watching. We appreciate every one of you for taking the time to watch our videos. You know, we always welcome visitors here on the farm. So if any of y'all are ever in the Shenandoah Valley area, northern Shenandoah Valley, up around Woodstock, then look us up. We'd love to have you come by and meet some pigs. It's been a good week. Clara's a lot of fun. She's excelling in homeschool. Amanda's doing a great job. I'm very proud of them both. So lots of good stuff going on there. And the farm definitely brings in another aspect to the whole homeschooling experience. She's learning a lot more around here than she may have gotten in a traditional setting. So she claims she doesn't like gardening, but I think deep down inside she likes gardening, and she made one heck of a potato soup last night. Those little bit of potatoes they got out of the garden, definitely not our best potato haul ever. Our first year trying those potato bags. Not sure we're going to do it the same way again next year. So stay tuned for that one. I think we'll be sorting out some garden beds for more root crop type stuff this winter, so we can get those ready for spring. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, comments, questions, go ahead and leave them down below or shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you. And those of you that I continue to see quite often and have conversations with, thank you very much. It's nice to talk about the farm, and it's nice to know that that folks are interested in what we're doing here and how we're doing it. So anyway, with that, I'll stop flapping my gums, and we'll catch y'all next week. What you doing, Clara? Nothing. See, those are perfect for leaning on. Can't get rid of them.